get some feed chopped here. I think we unhooked and hooked up to pretty much every piece of equipment we own this morning. But got that all sorted out. Everything's where it needs to be for the day anyway. Yeah, we'll get this triticale chopped. Well, we're going. We've already had one blown hydraulic hose today, so it's definitely a Monday. I think we're about half done this 50 so far. The second round of dumpers just came in, so looks like everybody's gonna have to do 4 loads to get this field off. The blown hose is a brake line on the dumper, so we just unhook the brakes. It's a Magnum in front of a bean house, it's not a big deal. So, yeah, try and get this done, and then we're at least on farm the rest of the day for the last 2 jobs. I hate these long hauls. Always something. Traffic. Grader was going up the road this morning, so that was slowing everybody down. Doesn't take long to throw everyone out of rhythm, and then the harvester's sitting waiting, and then the harvester's got 4 dumpers behind them, and it's very inefficient to start hauling feed off. At least a block or 2 is fine, but this is like 10-kilometer haul, so it really adds up. Got a fault on the screen and my AC fan. Oh, never mind. She's back in business. That was gonna be a rough one. Thank God that came back to life. It's gonna be hot and sweaty in here the rest of the day if it didn't. I hate body modules. Just put the final pack on. 50 acres in the bunk. Yeah, glad that one's done. I hate long hauls. Now we gotta haul manure all the way from here to that farm, so that's gonna take most of the day, if not most of the night. Get that out of the way, get a quick till, get the corn planted, and then we are done corn planting, which will be nice. We ended up unhooking my bean planter tractor to put on a dumper this morning. So once we get done chopping tonight, I get to go home, unhook the dumper, get my bean planter hooked back up, and hopefully get that 80 acres of beans in. Yeah, we'll see how the rest of the day goes. But this is the last of the packing of the triticale, which I'm happy about, because I don't ever look forward to packing this stuff. But the rest is alfalfa and some alfalfa grass mix, which grass isn't fun either, but it's a lot better than this, so yeah. Okay, we're gonna go on to the next gig. This is one of the farms we dropped triticale at last week, and we put the triticale in a layer, so now I have to put all this alfalfa up on top of it. So I've got a lot of ground to cover in the bunk every load today for at least the first couple hours, so he's going to take his time a little bit. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do it. I don't want to go without AC today. I've seen it before where those get plugged with dust. That looks pretty good. Well, it's back online again. A bit of water came out of the other one, but I'll maybe blow some air up that hose tonight. Should. Yeah, it's about to get a lot warmer. Well, it's a little after 3. I'm pretty sure we're over half done acres-wise at this farm. It's going pretty good. It's definitely nice to be pushing alfalfa again. It's funny, get excited to push this stuff because it pushes way easier than the triticale, and then you push corn silage for 2 months, and then you have to go back to do some haylage at the end of the year, and you're like, oh, what the heck is this stuff? But no, it's going pretty good. Chalk quality is good, and that helps a lot, especially with a blade. It doesn't roll if you get the long pieces out of it. So, yeah, we're getting there. I've almost got the back filled in, which means that my distance every push is getting better and better every load. I think I'm just going level with the end wall kind of deal. Slight slope forward, and we'll kind of see where we end up. But the lower the face, the better, so you can keep up feeding it. So, yeah, hopefully nothing too exciting keeps happening, or hopefully nothing too exciting happens. This is the last update for a while. Okay, we'll move to the next. Same kind of deal. I gotta push everything all the way to the back for now, until I get the back up the height. So, Chris is kind of taking his time. At least we're starting with the far away field, so that'll help a little bit. But yeah, we got a boogie. We're getting there. Can't imagine there's too much left. It's been in the last 40-acre field for over an hour now, so we'll be over half for sure. We are filling up. Just keep going higher and higher at this point. That's kind of the name of the game. You don't want to mess up. That's an 8-foot wall, and I'm probably 5 feet above it. It's nothing crazy, but definitely would tickle to fall down there. Okay, we have that all wrapped up. Fit nicely. Planter up back up and decide if I plant late tonight or start early tomorrow morning. I don't know. Okay, it's like starting up the first day again. Okay, I think I got that all set back from being on the dumper. We already got the seed in there from yesterday. Backed up, filled up, and decide if we go plant tonight. See how this goes. Normally when you unhook it and hook it back up, it's like the first day of planting and something always happens. Hopefully luck is on my side tonight. Hey, pulling in. We never did actually come and check the dirt ground. Little black spot there, but the rest looks pretty good. I think we're okay. Regardless, it's getting planted tomorrow for sure, because another 3 days of rain coming, so. Yeah, it's a little wet on the outside, but from what I can see, it looks pretty good. This is a stale seed bed. We worked this oh, probably close to 3 weeks ago now, and rolled it. That's looking pretty good. 3/4 of this field was a worm picker field, and the other 25 acres was grain corn last year. Quick tilled it, cultivated it, planting into the stale seed bed. Yeah, we couldn't plant this until May 25th because the worm pickers had it till then, so that's the reason we're out here in the middle of the night doing it. But we got this done, 80 acres. Hopefully it goes quick. Figured I'd get out and check along the bush where it's probably going to be the wettest conditions, and the bugs will be the most insane. Pretty much if we're closing it good here, we'll be good everywhere. So that's the row that I took the spike closing wheel off of a few videos ago. So that's the difference that setup makes versus that setup. Open trench, closed trench. Yeah, I like what I see. I'll take some seeds off, but yeah, we got another inch of rain coming. Not tomorrow night, Wednesday morning. So. A good rain will close up those trenches, beans will grow. They're beans. You won't be able to pick it up, but there is a man with a flashlight walking through the field towards me right now. Well, I shouldn't say towards me. I'm assuming it's a worm picker dude. As far as I know, he doesn't have permission to be out here anymore. If I have to start dodging them, then I'll make a phone call, but I don't know. Yeah. 10 after 11 right now. It's not worth waking the farmer up, I don't think. He's not going to cause any damage out here, but yeah. Kind of scares the crap out of you when you're not really paying attention. To all of a sudden see somebody walking across the field towards you. Yeah, I wasn't there when I did the outside round. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Ah, that's awkward. I keep saying worm picker ground. It's a very common term in our area anyway. I'm assuming it's common in other areas. They always want ground that is coming out of hay. Or ground that was hay. Basically, they'll come in, they'll pay you really good actually. I've heard 800 to 1,200 bucks an acre to, you basically take your field out of hay and let them come in at night and they pick worms. They hire a company, or they have basically golf course mowers that shave the ground really close so the guys can go around on their hands and knees and they pick worms. It's literally worm picking. I don't know what they use them for. Fishing. Who knew it was such a lucrative sport? But there is a pile of acres in our area that gets dedicated to that every year. A lot of dairy farmers will, years when we have really good cuts like we are right now, they'll take 1 or 2 cuts and then give the field to the worm pickers the rest of the year. And usually there's a contract that they get it till such and such a date the next year, and then you're allowed to put a crop back in it, and away you go again. So this situation, May 25th, the contract ended. That guy technically wasn't supposed to be out here anymore, but that's not my battle. I'll just let the guy know that, hey, he's still kicking around. I'm sure it's no big deal, but yeah, probably did a really terrible job explaining that. But basically, they pay you good money to summer fallow summer fallow your land. The disadvantage is they're picking all the worms out, and depending who you talk to, that's a really bad thing. People have mixed opinions about it, but it seems like a waste of land in a way, but also the worms obviously get used for something if they can pay that much an acre for it, so it'll waste the land. I don't know. There's something about hay ground specifically that they want, and they actually want dry manure more so than liquid manure, which doesn't make sense to me, but I don't know what worms like. So it used to always be liquid manure. We'd have to come in and cover it every couple weeks with a light coat just to bring the worms to the surface. Anyway, I'm rambling on, but that's worm picking in a nutshell. From what I understand, an outsider that's never been a part of it, but talk to people about it. I will say this is probably one of the smoother seed beds I've planted into this year. Especially the worm picker ground. It's tabletop smooth. Right or wrong, we bumped her up a bit. It looks good. It's not plucking seed out of the ground. It's closing nice still. Yeah. We're up over 30 acres an hour now, so that's... Get a little more sleep tonight. Cool. Didn't even bother using the GPS for that one. So now I get to set the population to half and plant the planter empty because I have to go. These are Roundup ready beans, and I gotta plant enlist beans tomorrow night after we're done chopping again. So we're gonna plant the planter empty, and then I don't have that kerfuffle again. When I was out putting seed in, I noticed that I had lost another one of these, but it wasn't a bearing failure. I don't know if you can see that, the whole tail broke. And that's 2 miles an hour. So I don't know. I don't know if a high-speed planter is feasible for us. If, well, yeah. There's nothing there. I can literally see where it broke. I don't know. Yeah. You can't see it. It's a little tiny stone. Who knows how big it actually is, but that's what did it. At 7 miles. So I don't think I'm going to win my argument of wanting speed belts this winter. I think we get through tomorrow with the harvester knives and we throw a new set in, because this stuff is growing. It's probably waist high in this field. I think we're fixing to put a pile of tonnage through that harvester in the next week and a half, if the weather cooperates. At least this farm was only 15 minutes from our farm, so it's a nice close drive home. But I'm gonna get home and get yesterday's YouTube video edited. I can see a bottleneck with all this, and that is when I'm packing, I don't have time to be on my phone like I do planting, going up and down the field with auto steer. First world problems, but yeah, we'll get this one edited. I appreciate everybody watching, as always. I don't know if it's better to do a harvesting and then a planting one, or harvesting then planting, or planting then harvesting. It's just a mix of everything every day, so I'm just kind of going by jobs and then days, and we'll see how it all works out. Hopefully it's easy enough to follow along. We'll see you next time.